This is our adorable little flower shop. It was the first building that we built on our property back in 2019, and it was our area where we sold all of our farm goods. But we've since outgrown the space, so in 2025, we built a new farm shop. The old space was just under 200 square feet, and the new space is about 3,400 square feet. So in this video, we're going to show you the construction process and show you how we set it up, and then also give you a tour of what the space looks like today. One of the things that we wanted to do when we built this new farm shop was make sure that we had a climate controlled space. While we aren't open during the off season, so we winterize the building during those months, we still want it to be comfortable during our season so that guests can enjoy its space. Drywall was a pretty obvious choice for us for the walls, but I wanted to do something a little more fun. So we added all of these moldings on the wall. Our trim guy, he called them shadow boxes. He did a really great job. We have them in both spaces. And then for the color on the walls, I wanted to make sure that it felt warm and cozy. So I went with a natural linen from Sherwin-Williams and color drenched the space. So all of the trims, everything is all one color. I think it turned out pretty good that way. Another thing I had a lot of fun with was the light fixtures. We have so many different light fixtures. There's pendants, there's wall sconces, there's entry chandeliers, there's a hallway chandelier. It was a lot of fun, all of the different textures in here. There's white lights, a lot of brass, and then also some rattan. And then really cool about this space was that I got to choose a countertop. We haven't had a bar space before. We just had a piece of furniture in our old farm shop. So this was a really nice piece coming in and it'll be a lot more easy to clean. The countertop edges mimic the picture railings that you'll see under the bar and then also on the wall. Furniture-wise, I knew that on this one wall I wanted to have some banquet seating, and I really was hoping that I could get some leather Chesterfield couches on this wall, but they were so expensive. It was going to be about $12,000 to do this entire wall. And instead, I found these cute little benches. They were at Target. Really cute stripe on them. I love them. I am terrified that they are going to be stained. We will be selling red wine in here. So after I got all of the cushions on, I Scotch guarded every little square inch of them that I could. So the couches themselves were, I think, $356 is what I paid per piece. And then I probably spent about $35 in Scotch Guard getting these set up. I do like that the slip covers can come off and be washed, so hopefully that's another added piece of protection for me. Overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm still on the hunt for a tree to put in that pot.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our building. It is really close to being done. Those are the tables we just built yesterday. Keep it close to these tables. I don't know what they cost. What do these tables cost?
Like $189 a piece.
These tables are $189 a piece. They're kind of a plastic faux marble, but they're definitely very decent, pretty sturdy, pretty heavy. We're gonna have those spread out throughout this room, and most of that's gonna be happening today.
We went with a resin chair, so that's basically like a plastic chair. We have the same style of chairs down at our barn that we use for weddings. We have them in black. I really like that they are easy to clean, easy to stack, easy to move around, and I really like the crossback design on them. So I wanted a wood color for this space. I ended up going with the medium color of wood, which they called chestnut, and I actually ordered them through Home Depot, which when you order chairs through a big company, they give you the price per chair, but then their shipping cost is outrageous. So by the time you actually look at Home Depot, which does include the shipping, it's actually a little more affordable. The only bummer was that Home Depot was sold out when I needed to add 14 more, so I had to go with another vendor. And even though they supposedly were the same make, same model, same color, the new chairs arrived and they were definitely different. And the other vendor did not do as well a job on their shipping. There's some marks left behind. So you can't really tell the difference between the chairs with the two different colors when they're all mixed together. And overall, I think it does look really nice. The next area I had to tackle was the bar area. So we actually ended up repurposing our very original menu that we had in the farm shop It's a little smaller than I wanted, but I think it's going to work good for the space. And then we have all of these new dishes. We've not always used plastic before, so it's so exciting to be able to use glasses. It turns out, though, we ordered way too many glasses. We ordered 200 pint glasses, 200 wine glasses, and then these are some champagne glasses. We only have about, I think, like 35 of the champagne. So we did okay on the champagne. But the other glasses, there's just too many of them. We can't even fit all of them in this space. So I think we're just going to keep the extras in boxes. And then as glasses break, we'll be able to get more glasses out. The size of our bar area is about the same size as our entire building was before. So it is such a luxury to be able to have all of these huge appliances. This kegerator is a dream. I can't even tell you how much nicer it pours beer. And we were also able to include in this space an ice machine, another fridge, four wine fridges, a commercial dishwasher, drain boards, all of the required sinks, and a slushy machine. It is so, so nice to have all of this space. So now that I've given you a little bit of behind the scenes of how we got here, I'm going to hand it over to my husband, Mark. He is going to give you a full tour of the space of where we are at today.
All right. Okay, let's go check out the building. This is our bar area. Okay, you walk in. Like I said, we're just finishing up. We haven't even had a single customer. Not going to be open for a couple more months. But this will be the bar area here. We have seating over here for about 30 folks. We have 4 benches. Back there we have a kegerator, 4 little wine fridges, and a bunch of other stuff I'll show you in just a second. Let's walk over this way. Show you this part here. This is going to be our little farmer's market. So honey, eggs, any produce we grow, and things like that will go here. Crystal's mom's going to make a cool awning over the top. So that will be like a little market right here. This is our bathrooms. We have 2 bathrooms. Check it out. Um, Corgi wallpaper because we have corgis. And this is the cool room. Okay, another bathroom there, but it's the same as the other one, so you don't need to see it. Again, this is the bar. Got Mr. Cool mini splits like everybody does, so installed them myself. Come around this side, and you'll see all the commercial stuff. Most of this we bought from Costco. Hand washing, dump sink, commercial dishwasher. This will be the area where us or bartender or whoever will stand. Fridge, ice maker, hand washer, do this whole thing. Okay, coming back out this way, this is, like I said, the main area. This is gonna be like our kitchen / everything room. So right now, it's a mess. We haven't even gotten close to getting it done, but this is what it looks like right now. So giant 3-compartment sink, more sinks, a fridge. We got a Turbo Chef pizza oven. So we gotta figure out how to make pizzas. We got a pallet of wine bottles. Those totes actually have a bunch of wine in them. So we're going to transfer those to here. And then this is our fermenter. So when we're actually making wine, it'll go in here. Real quick, that window there, that's going to be our serving window when we're like super busy. We can open that window and serve to someone outside. Okay, come over this way and I'll show you what the outside looks like. So real quick, we got these 2 frame TVs, super cool. They actually were not that hard to install. So if you're thinking about frame TVs, I suggest you go for it because they're fun. Okay, this is outside. A buddy of mine did the pavers. They were, he made it look pretty easy, so it can't be that bad. But he did a good job on that. Has a little bit of slope here, so water runoff comes down the middle. And this will go outside. This will eventually be grass out here. sweet grass, kind of drop off. There's Mount Spokane, which is our big mountain in our area. And if you walk over this way, you see more patio. This is the room we were just in. And then over here is that kitchen area with that little roll-up window I was telling you about. So there that is. So this will be another area, like I said, you can have some chairs in here, come up to the window, and this is your area to hang out in because this will hopefully be lawn in a few months. All right, so let's go over this way. This is the other building, which is kind of another overflow building, or it could be privately rented. Retirement party, bridal shower, birthday party, what have you. So this is the two buildings. They're basically identical, but this one's more of just a big open building, which obviously you'll see in a second. And it's also kind of a mess because we had a little party with some friends here a week ago and didn't clean it up very well. So this is the other room, mostly seating, and that's it. That's the farmhouse on Green Bluff. Big addition from our little 200 square foot building to a 3,400 square foot building. So a lot bigger, and we're super excited to kick it off.